Hello there. Hi everybody. My name is Raj. I'm a supporter of SBP, Swarna Bharat Party. And in this video, I'd like to talk to you a bit about free speech. Now, SBP has said many times actually that we support absolute freedom of speech, but sometimes it's not very clear exactly what we're talking about. Such as in our Facebook page, we get comments which are pretty much in direct confrontation with what we are saying we support. So, just to give you a few examples of what SBP's free speech and the kind of free speech we're talking about, what it would look like. Now, I already said we support absolute freedom of speech. Now, just to give you a bit of an idea as to why we do that. Now, we believe that all of us individuals, we are gifted with our own vocal cords, and these vocal cords, each of us as individuals are free to use them however we like. We can say whatever we want. These things, we are the owners of it as individuals, and we're free to use it. We have the inherent God-given right to use it however we like. Now, just to give you a bit more idea as to why that is, well, it comes down to causations. Causation is pretty simple. If the result is because of a certain action, I am the one who caused it. If the result of what you see is because of my action, I'm the one who caused it. But free speech does not function that way. Free speech is not a result of causation, in the sense that if I say something and a person reacts a certain way, his reaction is not because I spoke the words. What I mean to say is that a person's reaction is entirely because the person chose to react that way. It comes back to the underlying fact and the principle that people always have the power to be within reasonable control of themselves, no matter what is spoken. So what does control mean over here? Control means to be within reasonable control of acting within their boundaries, which is to do anything they like with themselves or their own property. They're always within control to not be physically violent, as an example, which would be infringing upon the rights of the other person to safety from such form of tyranny as such. So it comes down to that, and we obviously want to live in a society wherein the responsibility for a certain action is put on the person who does it, and the speaker is not jailed for the reaction of a person, because ultimately it goes down to the fact that they chose to react that way. A reaction is not because a person spoke a certain way. The words can only evoke certain feelings. After the feelings, the way we react is because we choose it. It's really that simple. So people are free to say whatever they like. People have the right to react how they want, and people have to react within their own limits of freedom. They cannot be physically violent on others. They can respond with speech, or they can choose to ignore it. To give you a few examples now of were SBP to rule India, what sort of things we would overturn from current events and stuff that has happened in the past. A few examples would be cartoons of were Charlie Hebdo to be an Indian French guy who got massacred by Islamic extremists. Were Charlie Hebdo to be Indian? Cartoons of Charlie Hebdo and his right to draw whatever he likes, no matter however offensive they are to anybody, they will be fiercely protected. M.F. Hussein's paintings of naked Hindu goddesses, his right to do that will be protected. Wendy Doniger's book, in which she claims that the Shiva Lingam is a penis, the ban on that book in India, which is a cowardly form of crushing up an individual's freedom to read what they like, it will be overturned. Chants of death to India, freedom for Kashmir, and may India break into 1,000 pieces. People will be free to say that, and their right to do so will be fiercely protected. Some other examples would include, now this hasn't really happened in the past, but under SBP rule, these things would be permitted. Idol destruction of idols of Hindu gods and goddesses, as long as the idol is the personal property of a person and it is being broken on a person's own private property, it will be permitted. Other things would include burning or desecration of holy texts, such as burning the Quran as an example. Sure, very extreme forms of stuff that you won't often hear, but were it to happen, a person's right to do so will be protected, or any holy text for that matter. Other things, another example would be racist speech against Dalits, against Dalits. That will be protected. Speech of that sort, any kinds of words or anything that is spoken, it will be protected. Now, just to end with saying, if this is not your standard of speech, of your free speech, if your standard of free speech is anything lower than this, please do not support. You cannot be a genuine supporter of SBP. So we would urge you to withdraw from this party and to leave this party if your standard of free speech is lower than this. This is a party formed by freedom lovers. We are a group of freedom lovers who want to make a difference, no matter however insignificant, and we want to establish the rule of the free. So if you're not, so only freedom lovers are permitted, are accepted, and are welcome in this party. Nobody else is permitted in. Tyrants are not permitted in this party. If you are, please leave. And if this message does appeal to you and you are a freedom lover, and if you want to join forces, please do join SBP. And sure, you can join us, you can lead us, you can participate in our affairs, and if you can afford it, as we are in severe shortage of funding, please donate to us as well. With that, thanks a lot. See ya. Bye.